Hello and welcome to this video where we will explore the amazing discoveries made by India's Chandrayaan-3 mission on the lunar South Pole. Chandrayaan-3 is India's third lunar exploration mission, which successfully landed a lander and a rover near the south pole of the Moon on August 24, 2023. This was the first time that any country has achieved a soft landing in this region, which is largely unexplored and holds great scientific potential. In this video, we will learn about some of the groundbreaking findings that Chandrayaan-3 has made so far, using its advanced instruments and experiments. Sulfur on the lunar surface. One of the most exciting findings that Chandrayaan-3 has made is the confirmation of the presence of sulfur on the lunar surface near the South Pole. Sulfur is an element that is essential for life, and its detection on the Moon could have implications for the origin and evolution of life in the solar system. The rover Pragyan, which means wisdom in Sanskrit, used its laser-induced breakdown spectroscopy (LIBS) instrument to measure the elemental composition of the lunar soil. This instrument works by firing a laser pulse at a target and analyzing the light emitted by the plasma created by the laser. The LIBS instrument was able to identify sulfur and several other elements, such as aluminium, calcium, iron, chromium, titanium, manganese, silicon, and oxygen. These measurements are the first-ever in-situ measurements of sulfur on the Moon, as previous orbital missions could not detect it due to its low abundance. Temperature of the lunar soil. Another interesting finding that Chandrayaan-3 has made is the measurement of the temperature of the lunar soil at different depths. The temperature of the Moon varies widely depending on the time of day, the latitude, and the season. The South Pole region is especially cold, as some parts of it never receive sunlight due to the tilt of the Moon's axis. The rover Pragyan used its thermal probe instrument to measure the temperature of the lunar soil up to 10 centimeters below the surface. The thermal probe instrument consists of a rod with 4 thermistors attached to it, which measure the resistance change due to temperature change. The instrument was inserted into a pre-drilled hole in the soil by a robotic arm. The thermal probe instrument found that the surface temperature of the lunar soil was around 50 degrees Celsius, and it decreased gradually with depth. These measurements are important for understanding the thermal properties and heat flow of the lunar soil, which could affect future human settlements and exploration activities on the Moon. Lunar quake detection. A third remarkable finding that Chandrayaan-3 has made is the detection of a lunar quake near the South Pole. A lunar quake is a tremor or vibration on the Moon caused by various factors, such as tidal forces, meteorite impacts, volcanic activity, or crustal deformation. Lunar quakes can provide valuable information about the internal structure and dynamics of the Moon, as well as its seismic activity and hazard potential. The lander Vikram, which means valor in Sanskrit, used its seismic experiment for lunar surface (SELS) instrument to detect and record a lunar quake on August 28, 2023. The SELS instrument consists of 3 sensors, a short-period seismometer, a long-period seismometer, and a tilt meter. The short-period seismometer measures high-frequency vibrations up to 50 Hz, while the long-period seismometer measures low-frequency vibrations up to 0.1 Hz. The tiltmeter measures changes in inclination or orientation of the lander due to quakes or other factors. The SELS instrument recorded a lunar quake with a magnitude of 2.1 on the Richter scale, which lasted for about 10 seconds. This was one of the first quakes detected near the South Pole region, which is expected to have higher seismic activity than other regions due to its proximity to large impact basins. In conclusion, Chandrayaan-3 has made some amazing discoveries on the lunar South Pole using its advanced instruments and experiments. It has confirmed the presence of sulfur and other elements on the lunar surface, measured the temperature of the lunar soil at different depths, and detected a lunar quake near the landing site. These findings have enhanced our knowledge and understanding of the Moon's geology, chemistry, physics, and potential for life. Chandrayaan-3 is still operating and conducting more experiments and observations, which could reveal more secrets and surprises about the Moon. We hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new and interesting about Chandrayaan-3's findings on the lunar South Pole. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more updates on this exciting mission.